What's going on, everybody? Here's a summer 2018 truck update on the 98 Chevy C1500. Not much has changed, like probably mentioned, but three things possibly changed. Most definitely we did an oil change. Once the truck got to 139,000, put fresh new oil in a brand new oil filter. And every year or so, pretty much every year, I end up changing out the windshield wipers. So I did that way back in June. So I normally do that every June, but I did a video on this truck a while back. Not really a while back, but back in April when I showed the subwoofer in action. But here it is, but I'm not going to turn it on because of copyright reasons, and we don't want to get flagged and all that nonsense. But I actually got a good deal off this subwoofer when I bought it on eBay. It was already wired up, and the subwoofer wires were already set up in the box. All I just had to do was hook it up to the amp and run the amp and all the RCAs. I just didn't have to worry about running the wires in the box because it was already wired up, and you just get your subwoofer wires and just plug it into your amp. But it was pretty easy install, like I mentioned. And this is where I kind of ran my ground. Hold on a minute, let me lift this part of the carpet. Which I went to my step cousins because they actually got some good power tools to actually be able to set up my ground and everything. But it's still somewhat clean, which I mean the truck is somewhat clean, but it's been pretty dirty here in my state. Typical Louisiana weather in the summer. You could definitely see the smudges on it, but my new pillar badges that I've did back in February are still actually holding up, surprisingly. Even though it's still got a little bubbly though. But here's the vent visors that I've installed back in February as well. Still holding up. What I did was to make them stick real good is to take off some of the old wax that was underneath where the old vent visors, once I remove all the old adhesive with the glue gun. Looks like we got looks like part of this rug was just stuck under that gas pedal. I didn't realize that, but like I mentioned, we're still at 139,000. Ain't really many many big changes happened to the truck. But overall, I'm considering doing a detailing video on both for the exterior and interior. If you'd like to see one of them, I'll be happy to do one. But here's how I got the power I ran. I actually used some Rockford Fosgate amp install wire because I still ran it through that little grommet that I had placed right there where I had the original wires for the aftermarket alarm was ran through on that, because whoever had put an aftermarket alarm in this truck before I had it didn't really use a grommet, so when I made the hole bigger, I ended up using a decent little grommet to protect the wire. And we actually, me and one of my step cousins actually made this this post for the power. But overall, it's still holding up, and I even did a little modification with the side post battery so the truck don't keep cutting off and on, doing all that crazy jizz. Which I had a grandpa of mine who actually found a larger bolt and nut with a little thicker washer to make it work like a glove, and it works great. Never had a problem with it. All I just gotta do is get a wrench and unbolt it now. Kind of works better than the way how they have it at the factory, because like with all General Motors trucks, like with all GM trucks, with any GMT 400 or GMT 800 truck, these side post batteries can be real pains in the like a real pain in the butt, and sometimes, or a big a-hole. But that's all I'm gonna show for now. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.